Hey guys, it's Frank here with a game from the round of 16 for the HupCup, number 2, between Snoxtar, our blue infernal, and Doudou, our red infernal. Again, Doudou, I never heard from you if I'm mispronouncing that name. I'll keep doing my best, man. I legitimately am not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but the Google Translate, when I say pronounce this, says Doudou, so we're going to stick with that for the time being. Looks like we're on... This isn't... No. Okay. Alright, Doudou going for the health camp. You know what? I've seen... I almost prefer when Infernal players go for this very bottom slime first. Just because it's more predictable. Like, you know which slime the Fiend is going to pop out and attack next. It's not a 50-50 shot. There's only one that's adjacent to it. So it helps just focus the DPS down a little bit. And it is possible to save that brute, that very first brute that you attack with, and then leave the fight with a brute, I mean a very injured brute, and a couple of fiends, just so you can tank a little bit more, especially when you're coming over to the vision camp, like Doudou is. Snoxtar going instead for a Gaunt Brute combo for the health camp, which means that he must already have a Conclave up, and he's going for a third. Both players are going for a third already, actually. And it looks like... Yeah, looks like Doudou's ahead just by a little bit. Let's see here, Conclave. No Ritual Chamber just yet over here. I don't even know if we have a Conclave yet for... No Conclave yet for Doudou. But I think he'll want one sooner than later. Being able to get Infest and apply Infest to just about everything with the Gaunts is pretty helpful. Now myself and Zuchi were talking about it the other day. Maybe it was just yesterday. I don't know. Time is a flat circle. But we were talking about how Gaunts really don't have much of a... They kind of have a role that they fill in that they're a tier 1 unit, but there's not much anti-light. There's not much in the way of anti-light units for the Infernals. So the Gaunt does do bonus to light, +2 to light, so that's plus 25% of 8, which is its base damage. And that's fine. That totally makes sense in the context of a tier 1 unit that should be kind of doing like normalized damage, just the same damage across the board, and shouldn't be overly specialized. But I think where the Gaunt really shines in doing anti-light is not necessarily in the damage that it's doing, but in the application of the cute little fiend run by here. There we go. Sacrifices one for the good of the rest. But no, the real value for the Gaunts is just being able to apply Infest to a broad number of units. And the lightly armored units tend to be those with the lower health pools. So like the Fiends, lightly armored, have a max, absolute max of 50 that's with white health. Or other Gaunts, I mean they only have 100. And Infest will tick down quite a bit of that. So yeah, I think that's really where the Gaunts shine, and it's basically mandatory to have Plague Axes. There we go. Reaper's Rush coming online for Snoxtar as he starts the Midnight Camp. Doudou's got his couple of mags out, which is going to be nice, and I don't think there's really not much in the mirror that can kite Magmadons, just because if you want to try and like kite with Gaunts, like sure you can do that, but they don't do all that much damage, and the Magmadons, once they get their happy feet upgrade, they can stomp forward pretty quickly and just ruin the Gaunts. And if you try to kite with Hellborn, the Hellborn are just so slow and they take so long to fire that you'll never actually get an effective kite. So the Magmadons are pretty good in the mirror. There's not really much of an answer to them at the lower tech levels. Now, once you get the Spriggans up and they're doing 3 shots apiece of anti-heavy damage, that's when things get a little bit tricky. Snoxtar going for a 4th. And he's massing all of his army Where here? Oh, is he going to try to stomp through and make a path and cut through the center? He might. A couple of fiends coming by to try and scout out, see if Doudou's making a fourth of his own. Looks like he's not. That lonely fiend does manage to get out. No way. And looks like the... See, and this is why I build meat farms. This is why I build meat farms on all the camps that I capture. Because I know I'm going to have to build meat farms anyway. So I might as well have something that can, like, defend... Well, defend one fiend anyway. Because nothing is more annoying than having a one supply unit coming by to take one of your resource camps. Because the resource camps are so good. Like, why would you not use static defense? And you need the supply anyway. You're going to need the max supply eventually anyway. Now, I will admit that line of thinking has got me in trouble a couple times just because I'll end up over-making meat farms. And, you know, that's imps that I need to be mining. That's, you know, it's money that should be spent on army stuff. But if it's for a resource camp, I think it evens itself out. Especially for a Luminite one, like, it pays itself off in the long run. And as I am known to say, it's fine, it's fine. Alright, Snoxtar still sticking with, well, I was going to say a majority tier 1 composition, but he does have quite a few mags and a Hellborn in there. Snoxtar going for the turbo resources in the center there. And I think he doesn't... Yeah, Snoxtar doesn't really have much in the way of fiends, does he? I think if he had more, fiends, he'd be able to just, like, post one up at each of the different resource camps to kind of maybe hold off the camps a little bit. But yeah, I think he doesn't want to go after this one. This army's just been chilling here for a long time. We haven't seen much movement out of Doudou's military units. But he's happily expanding. There we go. This shrine's just about to finish up, and the compulsory 2 shroud stones over here to answer any sort of magmadons that break through that tree wall. There we go. A couple of meat farms going down as well. But will it be too late? We'll find out. Now are these fiends? Yeah, those fiends are just gonna go capture the Therium camp. All right. Come on, guys. Let's quit playing as my boxing teacher once said. We're not here to play patty cake. Let's meet in the middle and have it out. Because yeah, Snoxtar is almost at 200 supply, and I don't think we've seen a significant clash yet. We've seen a couple of pokes in with the fiends, but a big fight has yet to happen. Interesting to note that we don't see many weavers between these two in the mirror matchup. Whole bunch of Hellborn, and Hellborn are good at, well, nearly everything. Oh, I love this Wraithstone. Having a bunch of Hellborn like chilling behind a Wraithstone is so, like, I don't know. I think it's an incredible idea. Uh-oh. Did you mean to do that? Maybe. Gonna get the leftovers of this this Luminite camp. Yeah, it's still got a little bit left on it. But yeah, just the amount of slow that the Wraithstone inflicts is really good, and that's exactly what that's the kind of time that a Hellborn needs to charge up its Spirit Bomb, the Goku Spirit Bomb, and launch it at the invaders. And I think Doudou has no idea that it's happening. I think he'll get an idea here once he takes this Vision Camp, because I know the Vision Camp will be able to see like right into here. And it just barely can't see the Luminite and Ethereum edges. But once, yeah, like, it would definitely be able to see that imp. Okay, now Doudou knows. But he can also see all the units from Snoxtar. And here's the fight. So many stomps out of Doudou coming forward here. Up against the very outnumbered Magmadons for Snoxtar. All the static B is going to start going down. We do see a Superstone happening. Those the Hellborn got unfortunately very just kind of broken down. They were a bit too far forward, and the Hellborn from Doudou are just doing work. I don't know who it was that casted the Global Shroud ability, but it's in full force. Yeah, these Hellborn need to get out of there. Oh, saw two going down for the price of one. But yeah, I think Snoxtar's just got so much DPS here with the with all the Hellborn. GG, says Doudou, and we're going on to game number 2. GG's, guys. Hey guys, it's Frank here with game number 2 between Snoxtar and Doudou, and oh man, Snoxtar knowing just when to throw the skull down and aggro the Therium camp to obliterate Doudou's Hexen. Hexen are quite good at like providing the infestation potential that you need early game. Doudou putting a clown cave and a vault very far forward, just in front of the Luminite camp. But man, that losing your Hexen so early is so painful. Yeah, he's got another vault coming up in his main. But does that mean he's gonna try and rush? I think it does. Yeah, what do you do? What do you do here as Doudou? I guess that's as all in as it gets. Yeah, he's got a couple workers here. Mining Therium. But what does that mean back at home? Okay, so we see the Conclave and the Vault almost finishing up here for Snoxtar. And, yeah, he's got to get as much offense power up as well, defense power up as possible, because Doudou is coming. Alright, Imp helping clear the path, and I think this is all you're gonna get. Yeah, this is what you have to go in with. And actually, throwing down the, maybe throwing down a meat farm in the middle of this fight could be pretty good. Or a Shroud Stone, for that matter. Would be really good. But here, we already see a meat farm going down, getting out first for Snoxtar. The real... Okay, no, he's sneaking by. Turn on the Metal Gear Solid, like, sneak music. Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Wham, wham. Okay, one gaunt goes down. Another gaunt goes down. Yeah, this might just be it. No. Yeah, he really needs a Shroud Stone to go up. Oh, but we're getting reinforcing gaunts from the from his center conclave here, and they're trying to stay on Shroud. Oh, you need to you need to put Perma Shroud down. No, Doudou taps out. GG's. Doudou falls in the round of 16. Snoxtar GG's out. All right. Looks like Snoxtar's going to take the series 2-0. GG's, guys.